Excellent work. We've uncovered the mystery. The vultures were being acutely poisoned by diclofenac. Diclofenac is a common pain reliever, or was a common pain reliever and anti-inflammatory drug used in the 1990s by farmers in India, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. They used it because it was cheap to use for mass livestock, and they used it to treat arthritis in their cattle. When a cow died, that had been treated with diclofenac, the culture there was to leave the cow in the fields and to let the carcasses be taken care of by the vultures. The vultures ate the meat of that carcass, ingested the drug, and suffered rapid kidney failure and died. I'm happy to report that there's been strong recovery of the vulture populations after diclofenac was banned in South Asia in around 2006 to 2010. But you might be asking, I don't live in India, Afghanistan, or Pakistan. Why does this matter to me? It matters because pharmaceuticals are a major source of hidden global environmental pollution right here at home. Think about it. When you take a prescription pill or an over-the-counter painkiller, over-the-counter medication, your body doesn't absorb 100% of it. It doesn't necessarily metabolize 100% of it. A significant portion of that medication is excreted directly into your toilet, unchanged, meaning it's still an active medication. Furthermore, people frequently dispose of unused medications by flushing them down the drain. Here's the catch. Our modern wastewater treatment plants were not designed to filter out medications and pharmaceuticals. They were designed to filter out solids and bacteria. And they are very, very good at that. Just let's put that there. We have a very good wastewater treatment system in the US. So once all those wastes and bacteria are filtered out and processed, and you have relatively clean sewage, that is then released back into the local rivers and streams, and then it will be taken back up again and taken through a drinking water treatment plant. So all that said, I do want to point out that our water supply is safe. It's safe from pharmaceuticals. It's safe for human consumption. This is not to alarm anyone on that. After decades of research, there is little to no evidence that exposure to pharmaceuticals, traces in water, negatively impacts humans. That's not what we're talking about here. That's not a thing. They've been looking at it for a very long time. But what we do find is that aquatic life is being impacted. Aquatic life and other non-human organisms. Because modern wastewater treatment facilities were never designed to remove pharmaceuticals, our natural waterways are constantly exposed to low level and low doses of human medications. Again, this is not a concern and has not been shown to have a problem for humans, but it has a profound effect on wildlife because they are constantly being exposed to very low doses, and it's all over them and all the time. So I provide two examples here. On the left is an image of the effect of exposing tadpoles to fluoxetine, which is called Prozac, and sertraline, also known as Zoloft. The tadpole on the right is representative of the treatment group that was exposed to a mix of these two drugs, and the tadpole on the left represents the control group that was not exposed. As you can see, exposing the developing tadpoles to both fluoxetine and sertraline has the effect of delaying metamorphosis. For reference, both tadpoles are exactly the same age. They are 57 days old. The image on the right of the slide shows the feminization of fathead minnows that have been exposed to the endocrine disruptor ethylene estradiol, which is the main medication in birth control pills. The fathead minnow is named for the fat patch that's on its head. You can see here, so this fat patch, the fathead minnow is named for this fat patch, which is visible in these normal males. So this little patch right here is a little bit more bumpy than the feminized male. So these are the normal control males that are numbered 57, 58, and 59. And you see that fish number 49 has lost its fat patch at the top of its head due to feminization caused by exposure to ethylene estradiol. In this way, synthetic estrogens from birth control pills act as an endocrine disruptor in waterways, actively feminizing male fish and disrupting aquatic reproductive cycles. The take-home message today is not that you should stop taking necessary medications. Please don't do that. Please take the necessary medications that you need and the ones that are prescribed to you. Modern medicine is vital. However, we must be incredibly mindful of our footprint. First of all, never flush medication down the toilet or the drain. Instead, utilize local pharmaceutical take-back programs or safe drop boxes. If those aren't available, you should dispose of your medication in undesirable materials like kitty litter and ground coffee grounds. The reason being is those are deterrents to animals that might root around in your trash, like raccoons. So second, also avoid buying medications in massive bulk quantities if they're going to expire before you can use them. Thank you for participating in today's case study, and make sure you submit your responses on the platform as instructed. Thanks and gig 'em.